Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I need to tell you a story. I think you need to hear it. My daughter was really young, and she liked this boy in her class. I think she was in middle school, maybe. And she liked this boy, and the boy liked her, and he was sending her messages. And so, of course, I looked at the messages because I said middle school. Anyway, messages were not middle school messages. And so I called the young man's home, and he happened to answer. And I immediately said something about these comments that he was making about my child. And he was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What is my punishment? You have to give me a punishment. What is my punishment? And I was like, oh, we got something else going on here too. And I was like, oh, so his mother came to the phone, and his mother was like, well, no, she can't give you a punishment, but let me find out why you need one. And so I told her what was going on. And so she said sometimes he tries to emulate the things that he would see online. And so that was the reason for that. But he knew he was doing something wrong. He knew he shouldn't have been doing it. And it was only when he was caught that he wanted a punishment. This is a little bit hard to say, but not in the sense that it's not hopefully freeing. I have attended and participated in being the later speaker on the program. A lot of things around DE&I that were unnecessarily difficult. And this whole thing of being comfortable with being uncomfortable is not what I would wish on anybody. Someone once said that, it's the thing, the way the frog is boiled. They start them in a pot. I don't know who was boiling these frogs, but the frog is in the pot and it's not on hot, and then it's gradually the temperature goes up, and so the frog never thinks to get out because it was made uncomfortable gradually. And that is the way very often people of color, people who've been marginalized, are made to feel. That everything is okay, and even when you know it isn't, and it gets more and more uncomfortable. And we sit there and act as if, and we have learned to be in spaces where we are completely uncomfortable. Our gut is saying, get out of here, but we have to put on the face and act as if, so that we can continue on a job, continue in a school, continue in an environment that is not belonging, that is not welcoming, that is not inclusive of us, does not really mean us. And you have to act as if everything is okay. I remember once sharing a story about pantyhose, and somebody was like, well, I like pantyhose. And I said, well, how much do you like it when you take them off? And they were like, oh yeah, it feels real good when I take the things off. I think wanting somebody to be uncomfortable or comfortable with being uncomfortable is not what we should seek. I feel that what we need to seek is learning that, okay, you didn't know for a very long time, and it's got to hurt knowing now, but it's got to hurt less and less and less so that you can get out of this and you can pull others out of this. And sometimes I think of that young man saying, give me my punishment. It's like, let me do my penance. Let me do my penance and do it in front of you so that you can let me go back to doing whatever it was I was already doing. Because it's not a lifelong discomfort, is it? It's a moment in this thing where you can do your penance and feel good about having done it. And to me, that's not enough. We have to do the work to undo the stuff that has been there. And giving him a punishment so he could go back to doing whatever it was he had been doing, because these were some really nasty messages, was not going to be the thing to change the mind and the heart of someone who thought that that was cool. We got to go a little bit further, people. And I don't want you to be uncomfortable. I want you to be willing to sit and to learn some things. It's one of the reasons why I do courses online. I share a course online. You could sit, you could watch it in the comfort of your own home. If you're going to feel uncomfortable, you got to get up and walk around and talk to yourself and slow it down and slow the pace of the course, because trying to learn everything through a fire hose is not the way to really obtain anything, because you won't want to learn anymore. So, yeah, as my daughter says, Mom's methods are whack, but her results are real. I love you, and I know we're going to get there. But doing your penance in front of me and thinking that that's going to make me feel good enough about it so you can feel good enough about it so you can go back to being the Savior is not the good we're looking for. I love you. And while it may pinch, it should not burn and boil.